Welcome to this build log of MicroFlash Gamma. I'm Jason, the creator of Team Rocco Robotics, and things are moving along pretty good here with the build. Last time I kind of sorted out most of the design issues with the weapon and things like that for the robot, so I think everything's about 95% designed. Some of the weight issues were tackled, not all of them, but some of them. But it's time to go ahead and assemble this second test frame. So I've done a bunch of 3D printing in the meantime, and I got a whole slew of new 3D printed parts sitting on my desk right here for the next test frame. So let's build that today on this build log. Let's start disassembling this robot. So here's the new bottom chassis. I think it might be a tiny bit larger, or it's a very similar size. I forget exactly what I ended up doing. I think it's a tiny bit larger actually. And most of the components in here are actually getting replaced. There's new motor mounts, new battery mounts, new receiver tray. The only thing that stayed the same is the electronic speed controller tray. So the old side part was quite a bit larger. So the red one here was the old prototype. There's the new prototype. It's a little bit shorter. It's also got a lot of chunks taken out of it because I needed to reduce the overall weight of the robot, and that's one of the ways I did by cutting away some of these internal side supports. This is not actually this final side armor. This is more of an internal support. There will be a bumper around the wheel, kind of similar to what you see up there. Trying to point to the picture up there. Up to the picture of MicroFlash Beta up there is going to have a side bumper that's going to wrap around here and protect the wheel as well. And then the bottom weapon frame will go on something like that. And I think that'll let me have a pretty nice little powerful weapon in front. This is all going to be 1/8 inch aluminum, which those dimensions tested out pretty well with MicroFlash, the first one. It's a little bit bigger, so it's not as well supported, but I think it'll be fine. The weapon motor is going to sit here. All right, so the other thing I need to figure out today is where exactly elevation-wise all the weapon pieces are going to go, because there's going to have to be some spacers between the bushing blocks and the weapon, and then we have the weapon pulley that goes on top of this. Of course, this here is the 3D printed mock-up of the final weapon, and inside, let me pop this thing out. This is a roller bearing. It's a needle roller bearing. In fact, it's got a 3/8 inch inner diameter. So my old weapon shaft was actually a little bit smaller than 3/8 inch diameter. That's why a little bit of wiggle room. So I'm going to have to replace that with a proper 3/8 inch diameter shaft. But this is going to allow the weapon to spin much more freely around the shaft than just, say, having what I did before where I had no bearing system. Let's see if this works now. Yeah, okay, I got power this time. Awesome. So, robot powers up. That is good. Anyway, I want to thank you guys all for watching. Once again, my name is Jason. I'm the creator of Team Rocco Robotics, and this is MicroFlash Gamma. I'm hoping to get him done and ready for combat by Motor City Massacre 3 in April. I think I should be all set, because once I have this design figured out, which is only a few little pieces left, it's time to start manufacturing stuff, and I can get the whole robot built in 2 months. Shouldn't be too much of an issue.